but first, how many of you guys have used a GPS before? All of you? Oh, Jared. Yeah, okay. Do you guys, how many of you geocache before? Like, just for fun, not for like a scouting.
Oh no.
Just for fun? Ashley. Okay. How fun was it?
It was fun.
What did you do? Like, where did you go?
I found little toys
Where?
in a geocache
Where was this geocache?
in America.
Okay. Alright, that works. GPS stands for Global Positioning System. This is what you're going to be using to complete a geocache, which we're actually not going to do because this is scouting. You're going to use a bunch of scouting skills to do this. One of these is using following directions to get to a location. You guys know how GPS works?
What? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Illustrate.
Ooh,
Is
Wi-Fi.
that an umbrella?
No, that's
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
Oh.
About how we got Wi-Fi.
Not Wi-Fi, sorry.
Are you sure?
I could draw a laptop, but it wouldn't do anything. So, here's Earth. Here are some satellites that GPS companies have sent up.
That who was sent up?
GPS companies. And
That who was sent up?
What?
That who was sent up?
U.S. government.
There you go.
Alright.
Thanks, I'm correct me on that one.
Here is Gerber.
Ooh.
Gerber. Did you guys see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. So, and here is your handy GPS receiver. Yeah,
Almost as big as the satellite.
it covers up the whole river.
It's bigger than yours.
Alright, now how GPS works is it receives signals from the satellites. Then based on the time, I think the satellites in the signal says what time it is that when it sends it, and then when the receiver gets it, it knows how much time has passed. So then using that, it calculates the distance between there, and then it calculates the latitude and longitude of your position. Oh, sweet. Can you guys see Adrian from over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many satellites do you need to get a full fix?
4.
There you go. Okay.
So, just to illustrate, there is the equator. Oh wow, Gerber's really close to the equator. Yeah.
Gerber was relocated to Florida last night, guys, just so you know. We were all asleep.
Yeah.
We're in Florida now.
Actually, it looks more
About time.
Yeah.
Alright, so over here in England, through England I should say, the prime meridian. Let me write this out.
We get the idea.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just write it out. And latitude is the horizontal, and the vertical line is the longitude. I don't know exactly when we came up with this, but I'm thinking maybe the 1400s. What it is, it's basically takes the whole Earth and makes it into a grid. Longitude goes from the prime meridian, it goes all the way around like that, and latitude goes kind of just slices it into slices the sphere into little slices like that. Okay, so then the GPS, once it finds what lines of latitude and longitude it's closest to, it can tell you more or less where you are on the Earth, up to about 50 feet of accuracy. So, let's say you are at Gerber, and you want to go, okay, you guys, you have a place that you want to go from here? Home?
Hawaii.
What? Hawaii?
Hawaii.
BSA National Office.
Evan's not even.
Alright, so here's Hawaii. That's where we want to go. Here's Gerber, that's where we are. And how do you get from Gerber to Hawaii?
Take a plane.
You could take a plane. But if you want to walk, you use GPS. They should do that. They should make a bridge from California to Hawaii.
You know how much money that would cost?
So much money.
They already did.
It's like dry.
Just kidding.
Anyway,
It's not possible.
you guys should have GPSs on your table.
Oh.
Okay. Make sure you have them in a place where everyone can see. I'm assuming you guys.
What?
You can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you should come over here. Then it's 3 and 3.
Yeah. Ben, how about you sit on the right bench? Just and then turn around so you can see. You guys all have satellites hooked in, right? Like it doesn't say tracking satellites anymore.
Oh, I turned it on. It was fine. It's fine.
Okay. So you have signal? Yep. Alright.
Are you ready?
Then hit page, which is the top button, and what if you're looking at it from the screen side, it's the top button on the right.
Ah.
So hit that until you come to the main menu. The top thing on the main menu is mark, then waypoints, then routes, tracks, and setup. Okay. Then go to mark. Hit enter. Alright.
Haha, I get it. Nothing. Sorry.
Hit enter.
I was.
So this should show this little kind of rotund little fellow with a flag, and he's asking you if it's okay. Do you guys have that?
No.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Are you looking at the GPS?
I don't know where it is.
Right.
It's right here.
Tons of little men.
Ah, I see him. I see him.
I
Alright.
Trying. Chugging that thing.
Alright. Do not say okay. Use the up and down to go to the coordinates. It should say N and then number of degrees and then hit enter. And then it should say edit location.
We're going to fast forward here and go on to where you start talking about the teaching edge. Alright. I know we'll be able to figure out the GPSs, and
Alright.
I want to make sure you know this stuff.
Alright, but the team guys are supposed to know this. So.
Yeah, we'll go over it.
You-
Just kind of what the show's doing.
Alright,
Your
so
secret's on top of that.
you just put the GPSs away. What's with the GPS? There, it's all. Just alright. So, did you guys notice what I was using to teach you how to use the GPS?
No.
The
Good.
teaching edge.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It
Yes.
seemed as if you were kind of
Explaining.
Yes,
And
I was mostly
demonstrating.
explaining. I didn't have time to get into demonstrate or guide or enable.
What are you talking about? You did.
What?
You fast forward. It happened.
Alright, so it should happen. Alright, so, we don't have reference, so. Alright. So, what the teaching edges is explain, demonstrate, guide, and enable. Explain is how you they're just starting to get to know the skill. So you want to explain as much as you can about how it works and why it works, just verbally, because a lot of people are more verbal learners. Hands off the gun. Thank you. So you want to get that verbal transition. Demonstrate is where you use the skill in front of other people where they can see you. A lot of people are more visual learners, where if you just tell them directions, like say if you want to get from Main Street to Lincoln, if you just tell them directions, they won't really get it, but if you show them on a map, they'll get it more. Okay, so you go on here, 2 blocks, turn right, and so on. And then guide is where you are helping them use the skill. They're not quite good enough with the skill to use it on their own, but that you could semi-active. Okay, so anyway, back to guide. Guiding is where you are helping them with the skill. So when I came over to your table and tried to make sure that you guys were getting it, and say, okay, no, you did that wrong. Page and go back to menu, hit mark again, go to waypoints. That was me guiding them. And then enabling is where you guys had the skill down and you were able to do it on your own without any really interference from me at all. So all that, you really want to get the repetition, because repetition is the key to learning it. Also a big key in this is communication skills. Neutral position, which is not this, it's not this, it's just being comfortable where you are, having your hands at your sides. You can use them with motions to emphasize on your point. And yeah. So and then with feet, you want to keep moving around. Don't just stand here. You want to be very aware of where you are. If I'm standing way over there by the door or outside the door, you guys have to not hear me or understand or anything. Then with my hands, like I said, you want to use hand motions to emphasize your point. Then with your eyes, I'm making eye contact with you. That's very important because if the audience is not engaged, you don't have any communication at all. They are not getting what you're saying. And then with your ears, even if you're looking at one person, if you hear something distracting going on the other side of the room, that lets you know that you're concentrating too much on this side with eye contact and involving them, and you should kind of balance it a little bit more.
Can you back up just a little bit so I can see?
And then with your mouth, you want to project your voice so that everyone can hear, even the adults back there, even though they're not really paying attention. But what you want to do is you want to speak to the person in the back, even if you're not looking at them. You want to make your voice loud enough and just talk like you're talking to the person in the back. And then everyone in between should be able to hear you, if they're paying attention. That's asking you. What?
Sorry.
Okay. Alright. Now, you guys guys have heard of the Ormings, but let's just make some little side stories here. When someone starts to learn a new skill or working on a new goal, they're in the forming stage. Like I said, when I was explaining what explain is, they don't really know. They know their enthusiasm is high because they're interested in the skill, but they don't know how to do it, and they don't know anything about it at all. And then once they get into it more, they can start to have more conflicts. Like, say, can't really think of a good example right now. And then you can slip back into any stage, even if you're all the way into performing. You can slip back to storming. You can slip back into norming. You can even slip back all the way into performing if a new skill or problem or challenge comes along. And what you want to, as a teacher, you guys, you're a team guide, right? You're a team guide. Your team, right? What are you?
He's team guide.
Okay, all right.
What are you?
Then Aaron, you're quartermaster, right? Counselor. All right. Ashley, you're team. Okay. So a lot of us are team guides. So our main job is teachers, really. Teachers and guides, obviously. So you should be aware of what stage your team is at in order to know what leadership style you're going to go towards. Okay. So what do you guys think? What leadership style would go with forming?
Explaining.
Yes. Sorry, Jerry. What leadership style do you think would go with demonstrate, Ashley?
Wow, sorry. I wasn't paying attention last 2 seconds.
Explain.
No.
Or demonstrate.
Oh.
Or something.
What?
I'm just trying to mess you up.
It's working. You're talking about what?
What style of leadership should you use when your team is storming?
Wait, you reversed the question.
Yeah, you already gave the answer.
Okay. Wow.
What's your fault?
Taking notes. Apparently not very good ones.
Alright. EDG. Explain, demonstrate, guide, enable. It's in the same order. Forming, storming, norming, performing.
Oh, got it.
Alright.
Alright.
Light bulb.
Nicely laid out.
Okay. So, the teaching edge is using repetition to get your point across. You're doing the same thing, but using a different style to get it across. Is that the last slide? Okay. Two more, I think. Like, is it 4 out of 6, or is that 4?
6 out of 10.
That was it.
Okay, alright. So, any questions? Yes.
So if my team was storming, I would use the enable.
No, you use the demonstrate.
Why?
Because enabling, you need to enable your team when they're in the when they're in the performing, because they know enough about the skill to do it on their own without really any interference from you.
Okay.
But when they're in the storming phase, you want to use demonstrate, because it gets them more involved, and then they have less time to think about the problems that